I passed my first ever futures swap firm challenge in 3 days. I took a Topstep challenge and I passed it. Let me show you guys the metrics. Let's get into it. Here we are at the Topstep dashboard. This was my first ever futures challenge. So first of all, the big difference with the CFD firms that I'm used to is that the target is 6%, but the drawdown starts with only 4%. So you have less drawdown, but you have to achieve more as well. But the advantage with that is that it's just a one-step challenge. That's why I wanted to take it slow, but funny enough, I managed to pass it in 3 days. Didn't plan to, but it happened. So let's go to the metrics here. My average winning trade is $70. Average losing trade is 75. This can be a little bit off because I miscalculated the contracts. I didn't know the dashboard quite yet. I executed by mistake 11 micros instead of 1 micro, and then I closed it immediately. It still resulted in a loss. I did mistakes like that because I never traded futures and I'm coming from the CFD prop firms. I didn't know the position sizing and all of those things. So right here we have the 3 days. I started on the 30th of January, and on the 3rd, the next week on Monday, I passed it right away. I had 3 days. One day I made 2%. On the next day I made 2.5%, and then I made the remaining profits and I passed the challenge. So let's go now into the trading metrics. So right here, this is my funded account already. I'm a little bit in profits, $340, nothing crazy. So right here we have the metrics. I will have to show it with the screenshots because the metrics is already gone and I can only show you the funded account. As you guys can see right here, the equity curve is nothing too crazy. It's pretty steady forward. So right here you guys can see I took an average of 100 trades, but like I said, this is not that accurate because I always executed with 1 micro. So if I wanted to enter with 5 micro contracts, I always executed one by one. I was not used to the position sizing, so that's the route that I chose. It was kind of learning by doing, to be honest, because I just wanted to give it a try. Didn't even plan on passing it this quickly. It just happened to be. But I do have to say that I'm really liking futures, and this will for sure not be my last challenge. I will probably go for max allocation with Topstep and then look for the other futures props because I do have the ability to scalp, so I will take advantage of that. I just love the fact that you have no threads and low fees as well. So right here, this was my second day. I hit the 2.2k and my win rate was 72%. I do have to say that I was scalping really aggressively. I would put my stop loss at break even super quick. I would trail my stop into profit super quick as well. Just keep that in mind. I don't trade like that with CFDs, as you guys know. I like to hold my trades for half an hour, 1 hour. I like way more than that. But with the futures, I wanted to test that actually, how it would be to scalp with the futures prop firms, and I would keep on trading my CFD prop firms as well. And right here, my certificate with Topstep, I really like the firm, to be honest. I mean, they are like the FTMO of the future space, so I tried it out with them and heard only good things about them, so I gave it a shot, and I have to say everything was really smooth. Also, the transition from passing the challenge to the funded stage was extremely smooth. There was no headache whatsoever. I just got my funded account within a day. That's not that common with the CFD prop firms, and I'm already trading on that funded account, so let me show you that as well. So right here we have the metrics for the funded account, and I traded 3 days now. One day I made $200, next day I lost 200, and I also have to say that I have a daily loss limit. So right here you guys can see I lost $200 on this day. Then I got liquidated and I got blocked. That's something really good that you can do with Topstep. You can block yourself from taking more trades, and I actually really like that. So this trade was also actually a winning trade, but kept on holding it. There was a really crazy whipsaw with the New York Stock Exchange open, and I got taken out fine, but the next day we made it back and a little bit more. Now let me show you guys the trade that made me pass my challenge. So now right here, this was the last trading day on this account, and we are here on the 1 minute time frame. Why? Because I was scalping on the 1 minutes for this whole challenge. I also took some trades on the 5 minutes, but mainly I was scalping. So right here, what happened was we had a push with NYSE and then we pulled back. So we had a fair value gap right here, and then we had also this fair value gap right here as well. So I was waiting waiting for price to tap this again and take some sort of liquidity. So I was waiting for these lows to get swept and for price to tap these areas, and that's pretty much what happened, because right here you guys can see what happens afterwards. So we swept this liquidity and then bounced back up really quickly. I didn't take a trade right here because this was way too fast, to be honest, but what I did was, after this 5-minute candle closed above these areas and we swept that liquidity, I was waiting for a little pullback. So the whole idea for me was to wait for a little pullback and then break and retest of this area right here. So I was waiting for price to tap these areas again, because we had a fair value gap here on the 1 minute, and I was waiting for price to tap this. And once price tapped this area and we had this reaction on the 1 minute, this was also the 30-minute closure. So let me show you guys that. So now we have on the 30-minute candle, we had a manipulation candle closure, and this was a super strong 30-minute manipulation candle, and at this point it's a no-brainer for me to look for buy. So what I did is, I have now this low and I have the 5-minute candle as a stop loss that I can use now, that I can trust. So what I did right here, I was waiting for a little pullback and entered right here into those longs again. And the market was really volatile at this point, guys. So that's why I had my stop pretty tight. And even though I had it pretty tight, it was still 50 points. So from there on, market just kept on pushing. And right there with this 1-minute candle, I hit the take profit for a 1 to 2. And I passed the challenge. I was missing around like $300 to $400 and I hit that with this trade. So that's about it. Just keep in mind that I don't trade CFD prop firms like this, because I would get destroyed by spread and commissions. This is something that I'm only trying out on futures because I have the ability to do it, because there is no spread and the low fees. So that's it, guys. I posted on X as well that I started my futures journey on the 29th of January, started on the next day and passed it in 3 days. I definitely can recommend futures, to be honest. If you are a scalper, it's a heaven for scalpers, to be honest. So guys, hope you guys like this video. There will be more videos coming about futures because I really like it. Once I get the hang of it and I really get used to the executions and the position sizing and all of those stuff, because at the end of the day, my strategy is the same, my edge is the same. I can just apply my strategy also to the lower time frame. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.